Hi, everybody. I just wanted to talk to you about something that I've been thinking about. Suicide. Not that I've been thinking about suicide at this point, but it's. I was thinking about this anniversary of the January 6th thing, and I've said all I can say about how I feel about it, but I just was thinking about there were two officers who committed suicide shortly after. One of them was named Jeffrey Smith, and he shot himself after the whole thing. Must have been like, he just felt like he failed, or you never know at this point. There's a lot of things. I've had friends, family members commit suicide. Attempted suicides. I've had friends, and I've thought about it myself. When I was very young, didn't have a very great childhood situation, and threatened to kill myself many times till they took away my Swiss Army knife. When I was about 13 or so. A lot of suicides have really touched me, like celebrity suicides, like Robin Williams was a big one for me. I just didn't understand, and that's the thing, people just don't understand. I've had two co-workers commit suicide. My friend Dan, I worked with at Imperial Distributors. He was a Vietnam vet, and he had some issues, and he shot himself. Another co-worker, my friend Will, I worked with at DHL. He was a vet as well. He was in Iraq and Afghanistan, and he ended up taking his own life. But I wanted to share with you this poem. This is a piece of paper that I've had since about 1982 or 3, and it was a poem that was handed to us in middle school, and it was and it is still such a powerful poem. I don't know much about it. It says author unknown. I'm sure there's probably more information right now. But this is a piece of paper that I've had for so many years because it affected me. And I wanted to read it to you because I just, I've thought about this for a long time, and it's really something that I can't get over. When I think about it, and I think about the folks that are left behind, as well as the thoughts of the person that commits suicide. It's just awful. So I wanted to read you. This is called Chops. Some people might remember this from middle school, but I was young. I was probably my daughter's age. I don't think they'd be sending this out to the schools now because there'd probably be some kind of a parental meltdown. But it affected me in a lot of ways. This is called Chops. Once on a yellow paper with green lines, he wrote a poem, and he called it Chops, because that was the name of his dog, and that's what it was all about. And the teacher gave him an A and a gold star, and his mother hung it on the kitchen door and read it to all his aunts. That was the year his sister was born, with the tiny toenails and no hair, and Father Tracy took the kids to the zoo and let them sing on the bus, and his mother and father kissed a lot, and the girl around the block sent him Christmas cards and signed it with a row of X's, and his father always tucked him in at night and was always there to do it. Once on a white paper with blue lines, he wrote another poem, and he called it Autumn, because that was the name of the season, and that's what it was all about. And the teacher gave him an A and told him to write more clearly. and his mother didn't hang it on the door because the door had just been painted. That was the year his sister got glasses with black frames and thick lenses, and the kids told him why his mother and father kissed a lot, and that Father Tracy smoked cigars and left the butts in pews. And the girl around the block laughed when he went to see Santa Claus at Macy's, and his father stopped tucking him in bed and got mad when he cried for him. Once, on paper torn from his notebook, he wrote another poem, and he called it Question-Marked Innocence, because that was his grief, and that's what it was all about. And the professor gave him an A and a strange and steady look. And his mother never hung it on the kitchen door because he never let her read it. That was the year he found his sister necking on the back porch steps, and his parents never kissed or even smiled, and he forgot how the ending of the Apostles' Creed went, and Father Tracy died. And the girl around the block wore too much makeup that made him cough when he kissed her, but he kissed her anyway. And around 3 a.m. he tucked himself into bed, his father snoring loudly. That's why on the back of a pack of matches he tried another poem, and he called it Absolutely Nothing, because that's what it was all about. And he gave himself an A and a slash on each damp wrist, and hung it on the bathroom door because he couldn't reach the kitchen. Author unknown. I mean, that even now, reading that just is really powerful. And when I read it first at age 13, it just really blew me away. So I just wanted to let everyone know that if you have suicidal thoughts, to reach out to someone, including me. There are all kinds of suicidal hotlines. I wish that my friends who were veterans, combat veterans, had reached out to. There are a lot of veterans organizations that are trying to deal with the suicide problem with veterans. But I just wanted to read that poem, and I want people to think about those who have taken their lives. It's not, a lot of people get mad and they say the selfish way to go and, cop out and things like that. But it is an absolute horrible thing. And it's something that I want people to think about, and that's about all I can say about that. But that's called Chops.